Hello, hello! Waiting for the thing to pop up. There it is. Welcome back to the New Game Plus. It's been a minute, so... Lord, what did we do last time? Well, last time, didn't we do Tamtara Deep Croft? Yeah, we helped the selves. It was a bunch of selfie things. So now we're doing the Terror at Fallground Float. Oh, no. We did self stuff and then we investigated La Habrea. Yes. We were investigating the old La Habred. But now we have a new thing. There's a Terror at Fallground Float. While you're returning to business in Thanalan, there's some information arrived courtesy of our friends into the cells. An individual fitting La Habre's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. The sightings come from the wake of the series of mysterious deaths. So I guess this is continuing the La Habrea stuff. Our man is involved. Yep. Speak with the people. Okay, speak with Noraxia. Oh wait, you're over here. Clive. Come about the students about Desi and you may address me as Clive. If there's some reason you're right here, please carry on. Okay. Clive doesn't like to be Clively. Arnold. He still says like he's supposed to be meeting with the innocent. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One, then he does one words. The one with friends of the Walking One and the Ashcraft Consortium, according to friends, and the Digging One name is Medrod, had an encounter with the scary masked one. Yeah, I think we were investigating a murder at this one, huh? Because I remember a little bit. Yep. Good thing we have it. It's funny we do this La Habrea stuff, but I think Titan is coming up, so it'll be good. Will I be getting to Titan today? I have no idea. Depends on how fast I can. Like, you never really come in here. Like, I don't think Fallground Float is like. This is a beautiful place. I like it. Medred. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. 'Tis only a matter of time before he comes. Just like he came for that poor woman. Medred is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him. Okay. I didn't know if I was still targeting him. There we go. Soothe the man! You're right, it's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible. That's true, but hardly means that I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again, I believe. Yeah, all I had to do was emote to you. He does have a familiar face. Just another ordinary day, we were headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black, with a hideous, fiended toe. A winged creature with an eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared to see the corpse of a woman. One glimpse told me that she died a gruesome death. Ugh. Yeah, some people can't really take seeing a dead body. Am I seeing the same masked man? Well, if that's the case, we'll help you wherever we can. Anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medred's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to. Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? Right. I'm all for helping this adventure. It's the least I could do to repay for comforting me. They're like, he's been pouting this entire time. Jesus. And she smokes. Here's what we know about the deaths. All the victims found their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scale skin known as the Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folks are pointing a finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of these creatures and see if you can't find proofs connecting them to the deaths. Gotta slay some Z's, just to be sure. You can never kill enough, you know? I guess? Do we have to go this way? I guess we do. Oh, but there's more over here. Yeah. I'm like, oh, those ones are from the Fate, but... I'm too powerful. Ah, you've already seen to the Z's. Good work, adventurer. So were you able to find out to suggest the creature is our culprit? Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it would look like. Anyway, I believe that we could safely strike Z's from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the Masked Man and the Winged Eyeball. Rock of Rancor. Oh, both of them have one. Something else I heard about these deaths, it appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I better watch my stuff, eh? Unseemly japes aside, there are rumors have been going around. There's some as whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into a great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigation. Throw the fire sand at the rock. Oh, a humming crystal. Gathering crystals. We're far too scared to go to 100 yards of the Rock of Rancor. I hesitate. It has a name. What are these? Garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath the dirt and the grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but this explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the mass stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. Seeing eye to winged eye. Something you should know. I'll be keeping this to myself. At least I worsen Medra's paranoia. But I too have seen the winged eyeball. Can't say that there's a coincidence, but sighting took place precisely the same time as Medred's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in the gaze with the giant eyeball. Let out a scream, top of my lungs, and ran without looking back. Surveying. Diorite. Didn't see that. Monster's bane might appeared, and you slew it. The creature that had long been the scourge of the folk of Fallground. Intentional or no, you're doing a great service. Power of deduction. Oh, do I have to go to Hawkeye Manor? I thought I had to... Huh. So no promising leads in this murder. I could scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I've been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt it was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken it for so distant a creature for a bane mite. But you and I were moms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? It's more, our adventure friend has had a run-in with a bane mite at the very spot that you claim to be. Yeah. To see that fiendish eyeball, isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings, and I would wager an apple tart on it. A whole apple tart. Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as serious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be. Gods, of course, there must be more than one of the buggers. Oh, it's so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. Gulp. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventure. It was a pleasure knowing you. Well, I burned you to the truth. There are some things best left unknown. At least you have forgotten. It was at a rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you'll want to alert the authorities. There's a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. They're not gonna help. They're not gonna help. And again, they might. Wait, where am I going? I got turned around. This way. Mangled corpse. Hello. They were telling the truth. Hey, I found a dead body. Greetings, adventure. Is there aught I might assist you with? Dead body. Oh man, gods be good. Not again. No matter how many bodies I can't seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the central shroud, while the masked stranger you seek does not seem to have feature in any. Sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition, and it's been difficult to identify them, so as to notify their next of. The button engraved on this with a lily motif. The same object was found on another victim, a family sigil. Of that, or that of an organization, perhaps? Either way, I hope to find out, or I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Pivotal. Secret of the White Lily. I would have you hold on to that lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it is a standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable with resources on this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I may suggest, you may wish to take that button to Gridania and have it examined by Mione. Hey, I may have someone with her vast network of contacts who could shed light upon the sigil. I think this is Hawkeye Manor. Or Hawk Manor? I don't know how you say it. Oh, good evening to you, Julian. By your grim expression, I suspect that you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Nah. Tell me anything about this button? Well, it is a lovely little button. The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality. I would say... Yeah, where did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You will have to find... the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over at the Aetheryte Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Mother Mione. Need help tracking down the owner of that button? Or of a button. That's certainly not a request. I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. It seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty the White Lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know if it would make a personal sigil of it. If there's a soul in Gridania that knows, it would be Salingard over at the Lancers Guild. That woman makes a point to know all the citizens on a forename basis. Okay, go to Lancers Guild. Hello? Bernadette believes that I can help you? Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear. But whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Fascinating work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take this search to Gentry's ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late, there has been a man who is perpetually seated at a bench in the ward's entrance. His name is Arasdale, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he could tell you a thing or two about it. Yeah, this is Hawk Manor. I think I need to go the other way. Silly me, I should know this. And I believe we're acquainted. Please lead me to my thoughts. Why'd you stand up? The situ of Darakantor's family. How did you come to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman? Her face, it was marred in a way. I feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal the truth of the deaths, but under one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness, free her from her torment. Oh, okay. Skeletons in her closet. A still confession to make regarding the mysterious murders. Confess your sins! I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Daratankors. Daratankors? During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair summer was she, and possessed of heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld the disfigured face for the first time. And at that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Okay, so she survived the calamity, but, like, I guess she was caught in, like, a blast or something, and she had, like, horrible burns that had to be healed, and it disfigured her. Or magic stuff. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among them knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and then proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. God, so visceral. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawk Manor, my home for nigh half a century. Long I did weep for a girl, for the girl who was slain, and longer still for a woman that Lady Amadine had been. And yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put that matter behind me. Indeed, I resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, least more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor on the west edge of the Central South. Go now and do what must be done. Just do the dungeon. Just do it. Yeah, we'll stay on Gunbreaker, just because I like playing Gunbreaker. I really, really like it. What's your favorite class to play as, if you're watching this in the future? As of recording this, we're in like Endwalker patch 6.4? Or no, we're going to 6.4. I think we're at 6.3, like 3.5. We're in 6.35. We're about to get the Moogle Tombstone event, which I have most of the mounts for, but yeah. That's to say, Tuesday I will be doing the grind. So, I've been playing Tales of Arise on my streams. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can come over by my streams, or we might be playing either Tales of Arise, or we might be playing Final Fantasy 14. Who knows? And we're going to enter with NPCs. So we got... I think it's always been like a Conjurer, Thermataz, and a Lancer. Ah! Nice little horror theme. Every Halloween they like retool this dungeon to be a sort of a haunted house. It's pretty cool. Hawk Manor. I think it's Hawk. 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 It's really cool. I would hate to get lost in here. Yeah, I would too. Perhaps there's something useful in that room. Ah ha ha! There is something useful in this room. We do need this tiny key. Although you are like these guys are approaching level 30, so um, maybe in the next dungeon we actually get the classes. So we'll have like a Scion White Mage, a Scion Black Mage. That'll be the cool evolution. And one of the main reasons why I'm doing this thing. Oh God. I'm like, uh-oh, don't need the maidservant. Now you think you need that tiny key, but you don't. There are like other rooms in here that you can get. Like you could use it on that door, but you don't need to go in there. So, actually I don't think we need to open up any more doors. Yeah, I think taking is the easier experience in these. Uh-oh. Heal me! Oh, Lord. There's a void set master has to be here somewhere. Get out of the thermitage. There you go. Oh, I do have, no mercy. There. I can't move. Alright, yep. The green key. Usually, as with players, we just jump down, but we're just gonna take. Skeletons! I can't remember. Do we need this tiny key? I think we need this one. Yeah. Yeah, I think we just need this one key. And then we get the Carnation door, which we need different key. You kind of have to just do it like little by little, because I don't want to like pull too much. Because I don't know if like the NPC healer is gonna like adjust its healing, you know? I mean, it probably will. I just want to play it safe. Plus, it makes the it's a nice showing off the dungeon too. Oh, life surge. Big 32. So yeah, we get more tiny keys. You can go in there, but you don't have to. Oh. If you heard that sound, that was just Discord. Just a semi-big bleep. Voodoo. But yeah, I can't wait till we get to like... I don't know when, I'm just struggling to figure out, like, what the first dungeon is with the other Scions, like... Because I'm like, well, I mean, I think we still have to do Brave Fox's Long Step, but that's with, like, other... That comes later. It's Brave Fox's Long Step. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's this one. Yep, yellow key. We need that. We need that. This will open up the Carnation door. I wonder... Oh god. Ah! Instant LB! I know you're supposed to take out the Jester first, but I don't know if they're going to do that. Because I don't think you can tell the NPCs just target one, so yeah. Because the Lancer's doing the Steward. Which is fine. I don't think it's that big of a deal. No, I have slow. Aha! We need the bloody parchment. And then Aetherflow. Fun fact, that Aetherflow didn't always used to be there. You would actually have to cast, like, Return, because this is probably one of the only dungeons that forces you to go back to the beginning. There's one other dungeon I'm thinking about later, but I don't want to say it. I don't want to say the name just in case of spoilers. And thank you for the views on the other parts. You see them slowly getting more views. And not that I'm hitting for any goal, but like just like I do like seeing that people are watching them. Not a lot of comments, but it's fine. Ha ha. That's her. Let us put this wayward soul to rest. Couldn't say it better than myself. Void Call. I think this fight has gotten different too. This one used to have like lamps in every corner of the arena, and you'd have to turn them off, or else they would do like constant damage. It's a pain when someone new was doing it for the first time and you didn't explain to them that you had to do that. At the tank stack, or not tank stack, but a tank buster, I guess you could say. I don't know why I said stack. I like to, whenever there's a marker, it's just like stack, stack, stack. Nope. That's a marker for tank. I will say, it's kind of weird that the AI just kind of rips into the fucking LB, and I think that's why, like, I see a lot of people, like, when they do the, NPC things, it's like Alize likes to, like, like I said, Alize likes to take the LB. So I'm just like, oh, I guess it's just programs that, like, all of them are kind of weird. I got a manor elbow? No. What is this? Oh. Yes. Alright. I'm not opening the chest because I just don't need anything. I could desynthesize it, true, but... Oh. Darkness has taken root within these halls. Sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irresponsible spirit, or irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. Two? Ah. It's a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. You are no ordinary mortal who acquired the Crystal of Light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is that strength that the light is drawn. Damn. Suddenly cough. Heidelin chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot will allow you to continue upon your present course. You want to fight? Alas, we came here not to play, but to take measure of your strength for Master La Habrea. The task is now complete, and we take our leave of you. Fare you well, bringer of light. I don't think those two ever come up again, because like they're not really Asians; they're just like followers. Senor discount. I guess Lancer's Guild is the closest to him. You returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. I killed her. So she went as far as to consort with devils. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led the lady astray, but it is plain that they are the same vile brood. Should a chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe that they have brought upon others. And who am I? But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence, I'll, I know not how many innocent young women and to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore, though misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am an arbiter for gross times. I will surrender myself to authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. Yeah, because you hit a body. I think he just stays here and he's just like, oh, they didn't, I don't think he gets charged with anything because they're just like, yeah, it was a fucked up situation. What were you to do? So they're just kind of, get into that situation. So that ends that, but interestingly enough, we now know that La Brea has, like, disciples or whatever. Or followers. Welcome back, Dragoon. Full glad remain to see you safe. Tell me, how fared you on your soldier into the Twellswood? One explanation later. Two of La Brea's minions, and they sought a measure of your strength by their own admission? The devils taunt us, but it is beyond doubt. Then the Ascians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we know to what end? Yeah, I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me that it is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against the threat unaided. We must needs alert the three nations of the presence of the elusive enemy and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There's no shortage of misery in the world that the Ascians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. That's an understatement. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, and that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all that we can from this information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you're ready, and I will summon the others. All right. So we have, yep, Wrath of the Titan with his soul. Ophelia is waiting to brief you and your fellow Scions on the new development.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor. They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlwyb hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome. The echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you. No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
So
No.
you will accept?
Yes.
Thank you.
We can't very well send her to Limsa Lominsa without Y'shtola. Can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory.
I get to
You may
adventure
count
with
on
the
the
cat
full
girl.
support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
She's like, we're taking this seriously. Yeah, let's speak with... Alright. F Castle. Aft Castle. Aft Castle. Hail, adventurer, and welcome to the Master Command. You wish to know more about enlisting? Speak with the personnel officer. Unless you're the guest that we're told to expect. Ha! Forgive me. Oh, shit. It's on auto. I'm always gonna forget. To business then. It was as we told the antecedent. The kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a month ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south and increasing in numbers in El Gomorro. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals. Fodder for their failed problem. Crystal. Ah! Hello, Meryl. Blow Fishawin. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Word has spread of your accomplishments. Dragoon, on behalf of Limbs and Laminza, I thank you for heeding our call. I forget the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Dragoon personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagin and the Kobolds plagued our people. Nor is this the first time that we have addressed the primal threat. In the past, Titan rose to threaten the peace. It was the company of heroes we turned. But they have long disbanded, and we must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So is that we turn to now the signs of the seventh dawn, confide in the belief that your Limbs is the best hope. I hope you're right. Yet the situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression, and did not that their cost. What the fuck? Did not the Thalcossari make a pact with the beastmen, and that each would keep to their own lands and no blood would be shed? And was it not the Lemos and who violated that agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen to defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has shown. I would advise that you choose your words with greater care, Lady Yastola. Oh, stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely I do claim it. Yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. Yeah, she's kind of like, yeah, you do kind of deserve it, but yeah, I forget myself. It's like, the safety and security of Limbs and Lemons' citizenry are, of course, a paramount concern. Yeah, it's like not everybody here is to blame. So, already we have observed disruptions in the flow of Aether further inland. These effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know, but the needs are great. Can I count on your help, Dragoon? Yes. Yeah, my thanks. Along with the full support of the Maelstrom, I await good tidings. And the kobolds, that the kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates that they are no longer amiable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all that we can of our foe, and I can think of no better information than the mercenaries who defeated them once before. The company of heroes maybe no more, but several of their former members still lives. It is said that one of them is employed by a Grey Fleet Mills in Lower Leneska. Quite why mercenaries should choose to become a miller, I do not know. When we find him, mayhap we can ask him for me. I meanwhile shall seek his fellows. Gotta go to Marbury Docks. I always go here to go to my island. But now we're going... Shark! Sharky shark. Although if you're doing this for the first time, you would be actually just like literally running on your chocobo mount. Mm. Got something to say, Venture? Or are you just gonna keep staring? Sorry, one sec. I am gonna keep staring. Because I'm answering texts. Okay. You want to know about the Company of Heroes? Ah, hell's, price of bleeding fame. Get the Miller Mill in peace no more. Still seeing as you come all this way, I suppose you weren't hurt but obliged. You consider yourself lucky, lass. Tectorum, was the company's best axeman. Now, what is it you wanted to know? Tales from the Titus Slayer. The Titus Slayer. Gahaha, so you want to hear the tale of how the company here is best of primal, do ye? Let me guess, you mean that bastard Titus, I? Titus. Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. Such a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought it for 3 days and nights we did. The ground trembled with every step Titus took. Titus. When you hit your girl, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Ugh, just like that. Oh, what's that look for? I'm a goddamn hero. I'll have you know. The people around here sing me praises. Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics that we used to beat old Titus. Huh, well, too bad, because now I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats who've made a nest in the windmill just south of here? I do that and we'll talk. Titus? This guy's a hoot. A rat king! So the beasties are dead, huh? Nice work, Venture. Saved me the hassle. Never mind. Hungry gooboos. What? You still ask about how we beat Titus? I don't know, Venture. It was a pretty risky strategy. The kind only a veteran of 10 score of battles would rely upon. I want to teach you. I truly do. But unless you prove you have what it takes to face that bastard. I can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, you'll need to be capable of slaying, say, a Golbu. How you come to think of it. That ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the, for milled here. Oh, Lord. Anyway, why don't you, try heading down west and look for the Golbu colony. Titus! Got him. Is that Gobi with Ross in the mill is dead? I didn't think it had any adventure, so it took forever and a day to get the job done. And still not sure I should tell you your secrets. Oh, Lord. The Leminson way. And we're in level 30, so this was when you would actually do your class quest and then actually get your class. So now you would actually be what the final form of the class is. The Dread Primal Titus. So, as I was saying, I don't know if you got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you slew Tetrarome, you and your drinking again? If you are, that Gobu had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You have me word on that. Cleave the beast's skull in two with my trusty axe I did. Is that a fact? And what would your friend here say if I asked her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me true. Was it Tetrarome who slew the Gobi, or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It was me, Trachetum, the finest axeman ever to, serve in the company of heroes, the legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Titus. Titus? Titus? Who in the seventh hells is Titus? Subprimal. He looks like a porn star. Oh god, this guy's fucking hilarious. Hi, Halen. How you doing? Pretty much with the leopard skin. Some primal drink sodden dream? I like how it calls him Titus. Makes me think of from Final Fantasy X. It's just like Titus. The company hero slew Titan, you bloody half-wit. Aye, well, you see, Titus was what me and the lads used to call him. Yeah, we had a nickname for him. That's the biggest load of Sahagin shite I've ever heard. Both of you, outside, will learn the truth the Lemonson way. Trachetom, if you didn't slay the Golbu, you may consider your contract revoked. Why are you sitting down? Come on. Oh, yes. This part. Hilarious. You do good just be chilling? That's good. Destroy the large boulder. Alright, you know the rules. First one to smash the boulder will be the judge. Don't even think about trying to kill me. That's cheating. Who picked these boulders? They got nothing I like. What the hells? Well, I'm leveled. Oh, I'm like leveled out. Yeah, that's right. Paralysis! Oh! Hey! You know, he's got the skills, he's just... What? Did it? Oh, did he put like a bomb there? Alright, I admit it. I lied about the bleeding 50. Yeah! Uh-oh. I think he already self-destructed. I admit it. I lied about being the company heroes, but I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned me lesson. Honest, I have. Apparently, he hasn't. Still, save your blubbering, Tetra. Gods, I should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want to deceive you. I swear. It's just that I just kept getting turned away by all the folk that asked for work, and I panicked. Is it probably because of the way you're dressed? I'm just saying. The hat is fine. Just you see, the last job I had was in Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard that he was the captain in the company heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them, but you went and believed me, so I look, his name was Weisskiat. All right, Weisskiat. He'll know how to defeat Titus, or whatever the hell that thing's name is. Why can't you say Titan? I don't get it. That's what you wanted, ain't it? Come on, just tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair. It's like, I'm the one that has to deal with him. Costa del Sol. Yeah. That's good. I'm ready for that Moogle treasure trove next week. There's a Weisskiat. Pardon, you wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limbs and Lemons are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes, then? Just like the tales? Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored to the well-being of you and yours, and my associate has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. She is blessed with the power that protects her from the Primal's influence. Thus, she is able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. That is true. The Company of Heroes did actually slay Titan. Did they also slay Leviathan? And not get enthralled? It's kind of impressive. Assuming that I don't remember if they are actually Warriors of Light and have Heidelin's blessing. I don't remember. We know full well the risks and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A woman who can't be tempered. Useful, but it will not be enough. What is that supposed to mean? It's true that the company heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was brought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the first to be faced. We defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I grant you that. And you deserve better than the greeting I gave you. But I will not send you into Ilgamaro on a whim. To be plain, I do not. Wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, you have my assurance that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Gurgaju's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending one of our. You got, you guts, man. Have you heard nothing that I have said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogumoro. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquaintance with the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if you are the best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limos and Laminza hangs in the balance. Sure. You stole her like, we don't have time for this. And he's like, whatever. Nix that. Master Gurgaju's request can be more demanding than you realize. Before I see to your true task, I would like you to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want a large slimy creature anywhere near the lands. The beast is cunning, so you should have no difficulty luring it out with a herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me legs. Bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Kill the Nyx. Oh. I lie in wait for my prey. And then I strike! Yeah! Oh my god. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Yeah, here it looks like a chicken leg. Although frog legs are pretty tasty. Well, you think me overly cautious of testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed and lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company Heroes, and I knew for a fact that he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you the challenge that befits your talents. Yeah, we met that guy. He's quite the character. A modest proposal. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gurgaju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. And while money is no object, not everything Master Gurgaju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so, Dragoon, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining is accomplished with a suitable wine, and by suitable we mean the very best there is. And however, can wait for the time being. I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey. But you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they would guide you on your quest. For your first ingredient, I would have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landiel and Camp Tranquil. What? You want me to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventure, if you are not if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe that you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. It's almost like the game is telling you, it's just like, oh, you think this is like a arbitrary fetch quest or whatever? It's like, but you gotta do it, right? You're gonna do it. You have to do it. You could fight Titan now, but we're gonna make you care. Do you require assistance, adventurer? Oh, so this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Dragoon. The ingredients you seek is an egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, difficult to execute. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? Ha! You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. Trial by turtle. Turtle. Now let me be clear, the business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest, traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was a jolly good fun. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot. Detail here being a rare exception. She's just like, oh, what the fuck. I have to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen. And with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all the other activities I so dearly miss. Oh, he loved whoring. So I understand that if you ruin my little charade by waggling your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. Well, what are you waiting for? There's perfectly good adamantoise eggs and a nest in the east there. Just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Dragoon. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quests, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. Nah. I can get it. I think. Where is it? There it is. I'm gonna grab an egg. What are you looking at? Get back. Now I'm gonna grab it. I probably should have just auto-attacked it and make it more dramatic. I thought you might have the good sense to delete this place, but you continue presence. I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end. Egg. Ah, such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanalan. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Udo Nu. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Dragoon. Going all around the world. This guy. State your business, adventurer. So this is the one who Skit sends me? I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you. Until I do, you... Oh, it's like, you will receive no aid from me. Like, because he's a cat. Oh, the perfect prey. Oh, 31. Persistent bugger. Very well. Oh, let's have a look at you. He actually rolls his R's. It's weird. Purr. You've seen your share of battle. There's no mistake of that. And you did manage to obtain the adamantoise egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Nuna? I once believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong, and now I am Nuna. Oh, that's his name. That's weird. For many years ago, I joined the company Heroes and honed my skills. Instead of challenging my predecessor before I was ready, even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That's why I claimed my position. And that's why I still hold it. And that is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The child of the sands do not fear aid from strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned for both his strength and his guile. To even face this Amalja in battle, you would have to find a way to lure him out of his encampment. This would be your test. To draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I offer you no advice. Only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring me his necklace. Kill quest. Killing it. Use the spear to lure out the Amalja veteran. Slay him on my spear. Whoa. Whoa. You stay back, Sandworm. Yeah! What a great warrior that was. Great fight. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? Here's his necklace. It is a fine necklace that befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make for an excellent trophy. The spear? It belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from me afar. He would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. When the worm turns. Shame you did not meet me when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. I'm not going to roll my R's anymore. But no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Wellwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Wellwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, so their meat is highly prized for this delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. The worms prey on smaller creatures like a Sagoli. A freshly slaughtered angler carcass should be choice bait. There's an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it on your map along with the location of where Wellwick worms most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will draw the worm into a frenzy frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. So we're gonna kill an angler to get its carcass, and then use that to lure out the worm. Then the worm will go into a frenzy. Well, in the desert. Getting it done. You will look well. Have you caught the quarry then? Yep. Oh, your skills as a hunter rival those of our best. I applaud for your success, Dragoon. That meat you need will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Warstrat. Worry not. You have my word that you will receive you'll receive it in the time of the banquet. And you must be eager to find the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not the location for once. You have to return to Costa del Sol and see Warskat's council. But hold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there's something I'd like you to deliver for me. There and back again. The captain is always fond of his Brander wine. I'm grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company, and it would have been well within my right to cast me out. Everything I have, I owe to that man. Ryskit is a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that that's still the case now. Please give him my regards. Yeah, I think this will be the last quest I do tonight. And we will continue this tomorrow. So yeah, I didn't think I was going to get to Titan because I knew I still had Hawkeye Manor, but I think we're going to be coming up. Because before Titan, I think we'd have to do Brave Fox's Long Step. So tomorrow we'll be doing Brave Fox, and maybe we can do Titan. Because yeah, I've been anticipating the Titan fight for a little while now. Because I knew it was coming up. I'm a Dragoon Lauda and Odrina both speak highly of you. What brings you here today? Wine! Who's still alive? This person is still alive. Yeah, he's still alive. I'm gonna raid him. My favorite. I shall have to thank the new personally. Now if you no now you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you now have to travel to Alenard this time to obtain it. Yeah, see, this is for Brave Fox's long step, but I don't think I really have. I don't have the energy right now to do it. So I'm going to end this part right here. Thank you for watching. I'm going to get this raid going, and then I'll end the video. So, I will see you tomorrow for Brave Fox's Long Step and the Titan fight. So we're gonna raid my friend Parchment Scroll here, so. Later. See you next time.